Hello everybody, it's Jennifer with creativecricketdesigns.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to be doing a card video, and this is for the Cricut Cardz challenge over at cardztv.blogspot.com. And the challenge today is to make a card for Thanksgiving. Use the card feature from any cartridge you'd like, using any colors you'd like. And it's the challenge number 95, We're So Thankful. So what I did is I'm using the card feature from A Child's Year on page 54. This is the card feature right here. I made it on my Gypsy, and I hid these little lines where it's supposed to, when you fold it, it gives it like a weird look. I didn't like that. I just wanted a flat edge like I have here. And I have it cut at 5.5 inches. So all you gotta do is set your dial at 5.5 inches. You don't have to worry about your width and height or everything. Just set it at 5.5 and it will cut it to an A2 size card. Okay, so I did that, and then I also chose to recut this. Just one piece. I just kind of moved it over to the side of my Gypsy so it wouldn't cut the whole thing out. So I'd have a layer, and I cut that at 5.25 inches. Okay, so that's what I have here. I have my card base, and then my layer, and I used some twine from, is it Baker's Twine, the Mandarin Orange. It's twinery.com, I believe. So I have that all ready to go. I'm using Coordinations cardstock today for everything on my everything that I'm using. Pardon me. I'm using Coordinations cardstock for everything today. So next, what we're gonna do is I cut the Pilgrim Girl out of the Paper Doll Dress Up cartridge. She's on page 63. And I cut her at 4 inches in all of her layers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put her together. So I'm going to set my card base aside, and I'm going to get my girl and put her all together. And I use my Zig 2A glue pen and my tweezers to do this. And some my daughter's doodling paper for scratch paper. So this is the back side. So what I'm going to do is, I know that it's not going to cover the whole thing. And this is my new one. I'm going to finish up with my old one. And I know it only needs to be like in the center. So I'm just going to kind of put it in the center and a little bit down the arms. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over and start dressing my Pilgrim Girl. Okay, so we have that, and then we have her little scarf thing, which looks kind of funny. I think her hair is going to cover most of it. So we'll doodle that up with some of our Zig 2A glue. Okay, and then her little apron, I believe it's going to go right here. So we'll attach that. Okay, so we have that. And then her boots go on the bottom. How's her leg? Her leg is supposed to stick out some, so it will just go off to the side. So I'm actually just going to put my zig right onto her foot, like so. And then we'll get the other one on here. Oops. Just kind of want to put it on her foot so I know where it goes. Okay. And then we have the two pieces that go on the top of her shoes. Her little pilgrim shoes. It shows them way over to the side, but I'm going to put them in the middle. Okay, so we have that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put on her hair. And then what I usually do is I usually just put it on the face and then attach it that way. Because I know that it's not all going to go, you know, you're going to have her head on the back. Okay, and then her little pilgrim hat will go on top of that, like so. So we're going to go ahead and we're pretty much going to cover the whole top of her head, her hat. And then I'll go like that. And now I had a viewer ask me to show how I use my Peachy Keen stamps. So I have her all put together, and now we're going to stamp her face on. I'm probably going to use that little one. And I was going to use the wide-eyed faces, which I don't know if my block will work. Let's see. Yes, it will be fine. So I use jet black ink from Stays On. I'm not going to, I got to use this bigger block because I don't want to mess it up. Okay. And I'm using the 3/4 inch size on the face assortment. And I'm just going to kind of center her in the middle, like so. Wiggle woggle it on there to make sure it's on good. And voila. There are times where usually what I do is I will stamp it on the front and the back, but since I use Coordinations cardstock, I can only have it on one side, otherwise it doesn't show the paper as well. So then what I do is I'm just going to do it right on her face and hope for the best. It doesn't always turn out perfect for me. There are times where I have to do it more than once to get it to look right. So I usually cut out a couple of bodies and stamp on the faces and then use the one that I like the best. And then what I do is I go in with my white Jelly Roll pen and just color in the whites of the eyes. Like so. And then I can use for the tongue, I will use these Millennium Collection by EK Success little marker pen. And I'm going to color it in this light pink just on her tongue. It's not a lot, so I'm just going to dabble it in there a little bit. And then you need to do the cheeks. So I will get out my chalk inks, which I keep way up here in my cabinet so my daughter doesn't play with them and wreck them. And I just purchased some little tip applicators, makeup applicators at Walgreens, and I'm going to try to use that instead of this thing with these little cotton balls and see if I can get it to look better. So let's see. I have to cut up my squid, I guess. I'm going to go with just this little, ooh, isn't that special? Look at that little case it comes in. How nice. I don't even know how much they were. Didn't really pay attention. And then what you can do with your scratch paper is just kind of run it around so you know what it's going to look like. This is going to work much better than that applicator thingy. And then you're just going to make little cheeks for your sweet little pilgrim girl, like so. And then usually you go in with some brown and you make some freckles or some black. So just a couple little dots and that's it. That's how I do my peachy keen faces. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finish putting our card together for the Cricut Cardz challenge over at Cardz TV. I am on the design team for them and have been for, I don't remember when I started, but I know it's been probably over a year. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pop this up and this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stamp from my Pink Stampers Everyday Occasions, and it says thanks so much, and I'm just going to stamp in the bottom corner. Nothing major. Or maybe the right up here. I hate when that happens, and I don't like to go back over it because it usually doesn't look right. Lucky me. I got it to work. That's good. Whew! Okay, and then what we're going to do is now we're going to cover our inks. You want to always make sure you cover your inks right away so they don't dry out. Now we're going to get this baby put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up and I'm going to get, let's see, some of this foam stuff. And I'm going to put it on the back of here. Stuff. Pop it up. Okay, so the foam, what you're going to do is it's sticky on one side and not sticky on the other. So you're going to peel off the one side, set it on your layer how you want it, get out your white Scotch quick dry glue or tacky glue or glossy accents, whatever you want to use. And then you're going to put your glue on here. You can use a little or a lot. And if you get out too much, just dab it off on some garbage paper. Make sure you put your cover back on right away. And then we're going to place this on our card layer. Just going to layer it on the top. And then once you have it in place where you would like it, you want to just hold it down. It's quick dry. It won't take very long at all to dry. Just so that you got it. Okay? And then with our Miss Pilgrim, we're just going to seat her on here. And I think we'll just go directly on the card since we did go ahead and pop up that little layer there. Okay. Once again, put your lid on right away. That way it doesn't clog up and you have to use your little, whatchamacallit, paper clips to get it to stay. Okay, once again, place her on here, hold her down a little bit. A little bit of extra glue, that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my little ends off now that I have my card completed. Just kind of going to even them out here. Okay. And that is my card for the Cricut Cardz challenge number 95. So thank you very much for watching and have a great day.